Alive from quarantine, it's Quarantine Weekly with Jeffrey Baldinger and Jessica Michelle Singleton.
Welcome Quarantine Weekly. Listen, every week we're going to bring you snippets and segments from our funniest friends.
It's everything you need to know for the week in one socially isolated place. What's going on in sports?
What's going on in the stars?
Who is putting out the worst content on the internet?
And who's you shouldn't miss.
All this and so much more on Quarantine Weekly. Today.
Well, not necessarily today, depending on when you watch this.
Quarantine Weekly, whenever.
Yeah, but only once a week. We're very busy.
Are we?
First, let's check in on the Sports Nation with Danny Jollis.
Hi, my name is Danny Jollis, and this is your Sports Minute. Not much. All sports are canceled. You can watch replays, though. MLB TV, NBA League Pass, almost all offering free passes. You can watch all sorts of games for free from the past couple years. On top of that, Australian rules football is still going on inexplicably. Also, professional wrestling is just continuing. They're doing it every night. They're doing it in front of no crowds, and it's really cool. They've just changed their entire format. WrestleMania's in 2 weeks, and they're going to do it in front of no crowd over 2 nights, and I can't even fathom what it's going to be like. Also, esports. You ever want to watch people play competitive video gaming? Now's the time. We got nothing else. And that is your Sports Minute.
Thanks, Danny. And since this is a global pandemic, let's go out east to our New York correspondent, Sean Patton, who sent us the skinny from the streets of New York City with a fascinating look at what's going on in the sports community out there. Sean?
Hey, everyone. Sean Patton here. Rocking a hoodie because I am in the know. Sports are suspended. So what are we going to do? Well, not all sports, just the big popular ones. I went and dug around, and I found that out there are, some more cerebral sports leagues, if you will. Check it out. Welcome back to Mountain Sports. I'm your host, Glenn Franklin. Always with me is my host, Sandy Mandy Sanders.
Hey, Ben, good to be here. I'm just really excited about today's event.
As you should be, Sandy Mandy. It's going to be quite the competitive event today. And joining us as well are our judges, Dr. Sassafras and Frank.
Thanks for having us, Ben. We're really happy to be here. And don't focus on him. He's a mute.
Well, without further ado, let the games begin.
And that's time, folks. What a up and down roller coaster of a match that was. Judges?
Princess Lilypad gets 1.9 million points, and the Ribbit King gets a Reebok pump.
Back to you, Jeffrey and Jessica.
Thank you, Sean. Wow, men really do miss their sports.
We really do miss all sorts of activities.
Did you say sorts or sports?
Yeah, that's right. Wasn't he wearing a hoodie at the beginning of the video?
Jeffrey, I think you need to hydrate.
It's probably true. But if you're curious about how the virus is affecting Mercury, then Madison Shepard is here for you.
That's right. Our good friend Madison is here to let you in on the secrets of the horoscopic universe, which may or may not be a real term.
I like to believe that it is.
You also believe you can survive an apocalypse with nothing but off-brand Pop-Tarts and Kobe Jack cheese.
I don't know why, Madison.
My God.
Honey, let me tell you something. I wanted to read everybody's horoscopes, but as it turns out, I have been in quarantine so long, I have lost track of the date, so I won't be doing that. However, what I will be doing is going ahead and reading y'all's little tarot card readings for the day, just a little energy reading for everybody watching this at home. Wow, Madison, are you a professional tarot card reader? No, bitch, I'm not. But I am a female comedian in Los Angeles, California, and they just give these out as party favors. So here we go. Let's see. Wow, I have no idea what this means, but I will tell you that the governor of the state of California said that 56% of y'all gonna catch that Rona. So stay your ass at home and wash your motherfucking hands. Until next week, I'm Madison Shepard signing off.
Thank you so much, Madison. Very enlightening, I think.
It wasn't not enlightening.
Well, I think it's time to take a little break and check in with one of our favorite hilarious friends, Jamar Malachi Neighbors. What do you have for us today, Jamar?
I think he's sleeping.
You asked him to send something in, right?
Well, okay, he's sleeping for sure.
Perfect. Thank you, Jamar, reminding us to get some rest out there, folks.
That is exactly what he is saying.
We want to take this time to thank everyone who is tuning in to see pre-recorded content, something scripted and edited. But we can't ignore, no matter how hard we try, all the live feeds happening out there.
Hey, didn't you and me do that once?
Yesterday, Jeffrey. We did one yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Needless to say, there are too many live feeds out there.
Luckily for us, our very own Jason King will be watching everyone's live feeds, so you don't have to. Jason?
Let's get to it. Week 1 of America Becomes a Stay-at-Home Parent was dominated by comedy benefits and live DJ streams. If you haven't heard, your favorite comic is out of work and is in desperate need of cash. Hello! This is where our friends over at Comedy Quarantine have stepped up and started the first ever comedy live stream benefit that happened just last week. It had over 25 comedic performers with a cool duo chat thing going on with the comics information in the upper window, payment, website, whatever, and the comic performing in the lower window. I thought it was pretty cool, besides everyone basically breaking down and realizing, fuck, the end is near. This has been your live stream minute. Oh boy, are we fired yet? Did you fire us? I think we're fired.
Comedy Quarantine, is that a real show?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who was on that.
I was, Jeffrey. I literally did my set in your apartment. It was right before we were fully quarantined.
No, I don't recall that.
Yeah, I was like, you don't remember? I was like spiraling about how I felt insane, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing or what's going on and what the whole world is about.
Honestly, that could be any moment from your life. Like,
Excuse me?
Is Jamar still sleeping? I think it's time for a different vibe. Maybe some music.
Great idea. Our musical guest this week is Benny Lipson.
All right, take it away, guys.
Here's a song from your local officials. Now is not the time to gather in a chapel, nor touch your fellow neighbors on the subway in the Apple. Hold your loved ones in your heart, but near them you must happily embrace them, feet apart. It's time to come together and stay away from each other.
That was lovely. Thanks, guys.
Are you okay?
Probably not. But it's not just single guys like you and me who have to deal with this stuff.
First, I am not single. B, I'm not a guy. And most importantly, do not ever lump me in with you in any way, shape, or form.
What?
Let's hear some advice for the parents out there with the Dad Report from Sandy Danto.
Hey, Quarantine Weekly. I am quarantined with my daughter and my wife, and everything's going fine. Everybody here is just having a good time. Put that down! Put it down! And we're all just having a good time bonding as a family, getting to spend real quality time with each other. I don't fucking have coronavirus!
Thank you for being with us today, quarantine community.
We truly appreciate it. And to send us off in style, Todd Glass has a message to help keep us all sane. Todd?
I just want to let you know, first of all, everything's going to be all right, and I will tell you how I genuinely know. A cousin of mine in Philadelphia works at a Wawa. A doctor was saying something about this cure, and, look, things are going to work out. Lastly, and I have a question for you. This is serious. How's the hair look? Good? I, before this whole epidemic, went to the car wash. Then it rained the next day, so I have a free car wash happening. But the day after that, we were sort of told we couldn't go out. So I have a free car wash coming. What if this thing lasts a year? Is it wrong for me to go to the car wash or even be thinking about it and going, yeah, this is my free car wash? All right, well, everybody, stay safe, wash your hands. Don't be scared, but don't be the other end. You don't want to, you don't want to be overly cautious. You don't want to be underly cautious. Go right down the middle, do smart things, and don't fuck around. God love you. I don't believe in God, but you know what I mean.
Thanks, Todd. Your hair looks great. Well, that's it for this week. Stay clean, everyone.
Make sure to follow every one of our correspondents. Their correspondents. Follow them. They're linked below. They took time to do this, which means they had time to do this, which means they desperately need your support.
See y'all next week.